What's up, you guys? Thanks so much for clicking on the video and stopping by the channel. My name's Leah, and let's get into all things Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we got a lot of things to cover in this video. So we're going to be talking about Lisa Vanderpump and this whole text situation with Kyle and Dorit. Then we're also going to talk about Lisa Rinna versus Sutton, about this table. Then we're going to talk about Miss Diana, who is the newest cast member of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So let's get into it. So like I said, the first person we're going to talk about is Miss Lisa Vanderpump. So after the premiere of the episode 1 of this season 12 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Dorit and Kyle were on Watch What Happens Live. And Andy asked Dorit and Kyle, did Lisa Vanderpump reach out to her? Dorit responded and said no, she did not. Well, Lisa Vanderpump said she did, and she wanted the world to know. So she posted on Twitter, she said, "Fact, I reached out and they didn't reply," meaning that she reached out to PK and Dorit and no one responded to her, but I think she only reached out to PK. Either way, she said she reached out and this was her proof. She tweeted again and said, setting the record straight. Of course, I reached out to PK, and yes, after the accident, not a word from any of them, but that's okay. I had a pillar of support. So I guess Lisa Vanderpump got into an accident previously before all of the things that happened and transpired with Dorit. She posted with that tweet an actual screenshot or a picture of what she tweeted, text to them, and it basically says, "On October the 30th, I'm sorry to hear what transpired. Glad that you are safe." So that was Lisa Vanderpump's proof that, hey girl, I did reach out. So Lisa felt like she was vindicated by posting this tweet of her texting them, but her former co-star Kyle Richards has doubts. So there was an article posted by Page 6, and the title says, "Kyle Richards doubts crafty Lisa Vanderpump sent Dorit robbery text," and it goes, "Kyle Richards questioned Lisa Vanderpump's motives for tweeting that she contacted Paul PK Keemsley about his wife Dorit Keemsley's traumatic home invasion. Let me say she's very crafty, so I don't know." The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star 53 exclusively told Page 6 Monday at the 2022 NBC Universal upfront at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in New York. I thought Oriental was a slur, but okay. Or was a bad word. "I mean, who am I inclined to believe? Obviously Dorit and PK," she said. Vanderpump 61 tweeted on Saturday that she was setting the record straight about Dorit 45 claimed on Watch What Happens Live that she hadn't heard a word from her former co-star following the armed robbery. "Of course, I reached out to PK," the restaurateur clarified alongside a screenshot of a text addressed to PK that read, "I'm so sorry to hear what transpired. Glad that you're all safe." Then referring a horseback riding incident she had in February in which she fractured her leg. Vanderpump concluded, "And yes, after accident, not a word from any of them, but it's okay. I had a pillar of support." A day later, PK 54 took to Instagram to address Vanderpump's claims. I have brought in London's best team to help me locate the text that LVP apparently sent. We'll keep you all informed of their progress. #RHOBH. He captioned the photo from a detective-centered series, Sherlock Holmes. "We're not sure how Lisa could show a text that none of them can show on their phones, so we don't know," Richard told us all, reaffirming that her pals PK and Dorit never saw anything. They're then offering up a possible explanation. The mother of 4 added, "I think that Vanderpump blocked everybody, so maybe it didn't go through. I don't know. But the most sensible explanation is that she didn't text," Richards said. "Well, that makes the most sense because they would have no reason to say she didn't." The reality star, who has been on RHOBH for 12 years, admitted, "When I see these women at this age in their lives tweeting these things and getting into fights, I just can't stand it." She concluded, "This is where I go, guys. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I get a little entertained by it. I'm not going to lie, but we're adults here for the sake of God." Richards and Dorit's friendship with Vanderpump had a falling out following a feud debut Puppygate on season 9 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in 2019. Reps from Vanderpump did not immediately return Page 6 request to comment on Richards' last remarks. So there y'all go. I mean, honestly, two things could be true. She could have not sent it, or the text just didn't go through, even though in that picture it said delivered. But I don't think it's that deep. I mean, if she sent it, she sent it. If she didn't, she didn't. I mean, I would hope at 61 Lisa wouldn't make up nothing like that, but who really knows at this point. So next, we're going to talk about Lisa Rinna versus Sutton. Y'all, the block is hot. More so on Lisa Rinna's part. Lisa seems to be very upset and embarrassed that Sutton outed her about this whole charity table event. So, if you don't know, on the first episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season, season 12, Lisa Rinna was in her feelings about Sutton going on Watch What Happens Live and talking about how she paid $10,000 a table for Lisa Rinna and Harry to attend Elton John's, charity gala for HIV and AIDS. It's like a foundation for, research and stuff like that. And Lisa Rinna was very hurt by that. But Sutton, in Sutton's defense, Sutton was like, well, girl, you did it to Garcelle, so I'm doing it to you. So what's the issue? Well, Lisa has been all up and through these internet streets trying to prove that, you know what, Sutton is a liar and I got the receipts. So let's get into it. Shout out to Bravosnarkside. They had a lot of information about the beef between Sutton and Lisa, and you'll see them throughout this video. So this first screenshot is from Lisa's Instagram story, and I remember seeing this on the timeline a week before the show premiered. And this is what she had to say. Harry and I have been going to see Elton John's Oscar party to raise money for AIDS since 2006. We were never guests of Sutton or Stanton ever. In 2019, we had our own table that we were scheduled to sit at. At the time, Sutton was desperately trying to get on RealityRundown, and I was happy to help her. So she asked us to sit at her table at the event, and I said, why not? And I gave up the table we were assigned to sit at. That's the story. The rest you'll see play out 1 week, May 11th, RealityRundown. And so I actually have a clip that Lisa also posted, I guess, of that night of her being there. But from Lisa's recollection, Sutton was being thirsty. She sat at her table and the girl did not buy her and Harry's ticket to be at the gala event.
Thanks are so tight, they've entered my Spider-Verse.
This is my table, Frederick. Say hi to the people. Jennifer. And HH.
To be standing here representing one of the greatest artists.
There's such good fashion here. Like, and I'm sitting so close to Diana Ross. And that's Elton and Diana from the back.
So clearly in that video, you can see Sutton and Lisa sitting at the same table. So there could be truth on both sides, but who really knows? So we're going to keep digging and getting into it. So shout out to AllTrueTea, another blog page. They also posted another screenshot of Lisa's IG story where she was trying to vindicate herself in this whole beef that she has with Sutton. Basically it states, and none of these times invited by Sutton Stratton Elton John party. It's basically a compilation of all the outfits Lisa has worn to Elton John's party, trying to prove that, sis, I've never needed your help. You never had to pay for a table. I never needed anyone to pay for a table because I've always been there. The outfits are in 2003, 2005, 2006, 15, 18, and 19. So I just read it back. It's Bravosnarkside. I don't know why I said snark. But let's get into it. So like I said, they have been able to find a lot of information to prove whether or not Lisa or Sutton is telling the truth. And they did a compilation of documents. And what they found out is in public record, it doesn't show that Lisa or Harry had donated to Elton John's AIDS Foundation or gala in 2019. So they went as far back as to 2015, and they said, sadly, our donations seems to be confidential. At least no names are listed. In 2018, names are listed but again, no Lisa Rinna or Harry Hamlin are listed as donating so much as a sausage. So a lot of people are feeling like this proves that Sutton is telling the truth, because normally when people do huge donations, the corporation or the charity has to make note of it, and people normally can use it as a tax write-off. Now, that's not to say, because a lot of people are like, they couldn't find the 2019 records, or they're still going through them, that Lisa didn't donate. But it's starting to seem like Sutton is telling the truth, that she did purchase a table for Harry and Lisa is just embarrassed or doesn't like the fact that Sutton, aired her out in that way. And you can tell she doesn't like it because she decided to get on the internet and start talking trash. So this screenshot is coming from Reality Rundown, and basically Lisa Rinna was responding to something, and she said this: "Oh yeah, that's right, Sutton worked her ass off to have the money she has. I guess it takes a gold digger to know a gold digger. She's rich, honey. She's rich because of her ex-husband, and hey, more power to you. However you get your cash, just own it, baby." And this was response to Sutton calling Erica a gold digger. I think she kind of basically called Erica a gold digger on the first episode of this season. I just find it weird that Lisa is starting to become Erica's mouthpiece. But then Sutton responded and said, "Now Lisa, I've known my ex-husband since we were kids. Don't be doing this." So Lisa responds back to Sutton and says, so if he stopped paying your monthlies, what then? You be in the same spot as Erica. Don't be starting something you can't finish. Oh, you're so angry. I hit a nerve. And then she continued to comment and said, also, I thought Sutton was just too busy in her life to see this tabloid sort of stuff happening. She sure saw this now, did she? So it's kind of stupid. It's stupid. Like I said, it's stupid. Lisa is just bothered. As much as she liked to act like she bothered, talking about, ooh, I hit a nerve. Clearly a nerve has been hit on you, that you felt the need to do all of that under a tabloid post or just a random IG post. But they're going to continue beefing throughout the season, and I'm here for it. So next we're going to talk about Diana, the newest housewife being added to the show. So like I said, Diana is next. It seemed like there's a lot of rumors surrounding Miss Diana. So she decided to try to clear them up before this episode that premieres tonight, which is Wednesday, May the 18th. And we're going to read her comment that she posted. So this screenshot is this picture is from JaysRealityBlog, and it's captioned Diana with a message about the Madam rumors, #RHOBH. And this is from her Instagram, and it says, please listen to Dr. Harris. I do not know how to say that last name, y'all know. It said, let's put the ridiculous Madam rumors to rest once and for all. This is the first time I'm speaking on this subject. Fake news are powerful tools in the hands of enemies. I spent my adult life fighting for human rights and bringing war criminals to justice. Siberia's aggression on Bosnia and I think it's Herzegovina brought devastation to so many families in my entire country. It brought me so much misery to my family and me. My brother lost his life defending democracy. No different to what Russia and Putin are doing to Ukraine. In the name of all the victims, my decision was to fight for them in international court with everything I had. We won, but unfortunately I paid the price with these fake rumors designed to assassinate my character and discredit me for world politics and speaking on Bosnia and Herzegovina behalf. Sadly for them, it was in vain. Bosnia and Herzegovina are in my heart and my soul, and I will always proudly represent. So I guess when she premieres tonight on the show, or whenever you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and we finally meet Diana, I guess the rumors might be a part of her storyline. Honestly, in that comment, she didn't really say much of anything. She didn't deny the rumors about being a madam. She basically said that her political pundits are trying to discredit her or assassinate her character. And granted, she could be telling the truth. I don't know much about what goes on in other countries as it pertains to wars and civil wars and like discourse in that situation. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that that could be actually happening. That was the first time I ever heard about it. When I first saw the paragraph on my timeline, I was like, I haven't heard anything about it, but I guess they're going to bring it up on the show and she's going to finally put those to rest. So yeah, y'all, we had a lot to cover as it pertains to Miss Beverly Hills. Y'all, I thought about putting all this information at the beginning of one of my videos, and I was just like, girl, the video gonna be like an hour long because you know you talk too much and you're already long-winded. So I said, no ma'am. But give me your thoughts on Lisa Rinna versus Sutton. If you believe Lisa Vanderpump actually sent the text message or she made it up. And what do you think about Diana and this whole madam rumor? And yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic. Drop down in the comments below. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.